Dusty Swanberg, to me, is a real ministry success story. So Dusty, come on up here. I want them to look at you and begin to understand what it is you're doing. Let me, first of all, tell you what licensing is. What licensing is when we see a guy who's committed his life to doing ministry, and God's got his hand on him, and he's going to do ministry. Licensing will allow him to do all the functions of a minister, marrying, doing all of those things. And we've seen this in Dusty. I mean, Dusty's a guy that grew up in this church, went off to college, has had, an unusual road that he's been down. And man, I saw God just get his hand on Dusty about a couple of years ago. And through this, he's now doing so many things for the Lord. Now, I want you to hear from Dusty, but before then, I want to recognize a few people. Dennis and Lori are here. Y'all stand up. We got to be able to see you. Dennis and Lori, that's Mom and Dad. Chad and Lindsay, this is brother and sister-in-law. Y'all stay standing. We're going. Lindsay, is Lindsay here? Okay. LeBron Wells and Jake Stevens and Thomas Gray are his buddies, and they're standing by him on this deal. Friends, David Gordy. And I saw Gordy walk in. I said, Gordy, now the roof's not going to fall down, is it? I know Gordy. Me and Gordy coached tackle 2 football together. And JP Coon, JP's here. And then secondary father figures, Paul Stevens, John Ray, and Pat Williams. Football coach, personal friend, Dean Jackson. Where's Dean? He's over there. And Dean in college and mentor Jim Churcott. Is Jim here with us? Okay. Look, it takes a lot of people standing behind the guy. And I could have everybody stand up because as North Monroe family, we're behind him as well, aren't we? So we want to welcome all you guys. Thank you. And what you're up to.
Okay, well, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity. It's been quite a journey growing up with a father figure like my father Dennis, and always being in the spotlight a little bit. I was always hit with ministry, but long story short, I hit my bottom about a little over 2 years ago, and the only way that I could look was up. I didn't have anywhere else to look. I was saved October 1st, 1992, on a trampoline in West Monroe, Louisiana, and that was fantastic. I got pretty high whenever I was praying and everything, but basically, over the years, I allowed Satan to come in a little bit, and I wasn't using the resources that I had, which is all the people sitting over here. And so a little over 2 years ago, I hit my bottom pretty hard, and I was on the road to recovery, and I needed to get some things right. And over the past 2 years, the Lord has showed me the blessings of staying sober, doing what is right, and just completely leaning on Him, my family, and my close friends. And He slowly has built me up to now that I'm at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. And He's blessed me over the past 3 months with having 8 events to go do, Disciple Nows, men's events. I get to go and be funny and entertain, try to be as funny as my father. But of course now it's fun to finally tell stories on him as opposed to get on the giving end a little bit. And so He's been blessing me with that, and I realized my calling is that to go and to share the message of Jesus Christ, friendships, recovery, and that no matter how broken your life can be, no matter how much of a mess that you can make out of your life, to the point where I was, where you completely embarrass yourself, you put yourself all the way down where the only way you can look is up. And the Lord stepped into my life, and my testimony and my ministry, hopefully someday, is one of redemption, restoration, and recovery. And I'm just so honored to be here today, standing up, and I couldn't have done it without any of y'all sitting over here. Every single one of you has invested in my life. Every single one. And you stood by my side every single time. And to my pastor and the staff here and everybody at North Monroe Baptist Church, it's a wonderful, fantastic church. And just like Brother Bill's book, Broken Lights, truly can be mended with the spiritual mortar that can come in. So I thank you so much today. I'm very humbled. And I want you to keep praying for me. I'll be praying for you. It's a day-to-day battle to preach the message of Jesus Christ in the best, most interesting way that I can. And to do whatever I can, no matter how hard life gets, to take that spiritual sword and just keep swinging. just keep swinging. And I'm over in Texas, and I'm going to end on this. I'm a huge Texas fan. Everybody who knows me knows I love Texas. And many years ago, there was a bunch of guys that were facing some adversity. And Colonel Travis drew a line in the sand. And he said, if you cross this line, you're going to be in for a fight. Or you can stay on the other side, you can head home. And the Lord, in a way, drew a line in the sand for me. He says, you can either cross this line and fight, knowing the fight's coming to you, or you can stay where you are, eat, drink, and be merry with the rest of your life. So I see that line in the sand, and it's just me and Jesus, my family, my close friends, my church here. And I just want you to know that I'm going to give 100% to make y'all proud, to make my family proud, to make my friends proud, and more than anything, to make my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, proud as well. I thank you so much.
Let's have his gang come up here. Let's pray over him. Lee, you come up too. You know, in this day and age where it's become more and more difficult to see people, anybody who wants to come on, see people involved in ministry, such a breath of fresh air. We have a saying around here, God uses broken things. And boy, that's so true. Dusty's living proof of that. Let's pray for Dusty. Father, we thank you for Dusty. Thank you for the life that you brought him to. God, I thank you for the pain that you've taken him through. And what a man he's become as a result of it. I've seen growth in him in ways that I really didn't expect. You know, from the time he was a young boy out there fighting for respect on the football field to a young man who kind of lost his way. Now a man who has surrendered to the Lordship of Jesus Christ. And I pray that you help him to be a man of the Word, a man of integrity. Father, that he would be a man who's marked and shaped by the likeness in you. God, that